Ezekiel chapter 45. Ubahapilkum et the harsh benahala. And in your causing to fall, causing the land to fall for inheritance, that is causing the lot to fall, casting the lot for inheritance. Tarimu turumal Yahweh Kodesh minaharish. Ye shall heave up a heave offering to Yahweh, a holiness from the land. Ork chamisha ve'esharim help ork. The length of 25,000 a length. Wurruhab ashara halep. And a breadth 10,000. Kodeshahu b'kol gavula sabib. It is a holiness in all its border round about. Yihya midha el hakodesh. It shall be from this to the holiness or holy place. Chamish me'ot b'chamesh me'ot merubah sabib. 500 by 500 foursquare round about. Wachamishim hama migarash lo sabib. And 50 cubits of suburb for it round about. Womin hamidahadot tamod. And from this measure, thou shalt measure. Orka chamisha ve'esharim elep. A length 15,000. Uruhab asharat halafim. And a breadth 10,000. Uvo yihye hamikdash kodesh kadashim. And the sanctuary shall be in it a holy of holies, a holiness of holinesses. Kodesh minaharish, a holiness from the land it is. It is a holiness from the land. La kohanim masharate hamikdash yihya. For the priests, the ones ministering, the ministers of the sanctuary, the ones serving the sanctuary, it shall be. Hakarebim l'sharet et Yahweh. The ones near for to serve Yahweh. Wahaya lahem makom lavatim. And it shall be for them a place for houses. Umikdash lamikdash. And a sanctuary for the sanctuary. Wachamisha ve'esharim helep ork. And 25,000 a length. Wa'asharet alafim rohab. And 10,000 a breadth. Wahaya laluyim masharate habayt lahem la'ahuzah esharim l'shakot. And it shall be for the Lewiyim, ones serving of the house, the ones serving of the house, for them for a possession, 20 for rooms. Or 20 rooms. وأحزت هائر. and the possession of the city, titanu, ye shall give. Chamishet halafim rahab, 5,000 a breadth. Wark chamisha ve'eshrim heleb, and a length 15,000. Le'ummat terumat hakodesh, corresponding to the heave offering of the holiness. L'kol bet Yisrael, l'kol bet Yisrael, Yehyeh. For all the house of Yisrael it shall be. V'lanashi mideh v'mideh terumat hakodesh, v'lahuzat ha'ir. And for the prince, from here and from here, for a heave offering of the holiness, and for a possession of the city, Elpene terumat hakodesh, ve'elpene ahuzat ha'ir. Before the faces of the heave offering of the holiness, and to the faces of the possession of the city, mipat yama yama, mipat qedma qadima. From the west side westward, and from the east side eastward. وهرك لعموت أحدها halakim, and a length for correspondence, one of the portions. Migavul yam elgavul qadima, from the west border to the border of the east, toward the east, to the border toward the east. La harish yehye lo la ahuzah, for the land it shall be for him, for a possession. B'Yisrael, in Yisrael. V'lo hayonu od nashihai et ammi, and my princes shall no longer oppress my people. V'harsh yitanu lebet Yisrael l'shivatehem, and they shall give the land to the house of Yisrael for their tribes. Ko amar Adonai Yahweh, thus Adonai Yahweh hath said, Rab lachem nashih Yisrael. Enough for you, O princes of Yisrael. Hamas washod hasiru, W'mishpat utzedakah ashu. Violence and spoil take ye away, and judgment and righteousness do ye. Harimu gerushotechem me'al ammi. Lift ye up your expulsions or dispossessions from against my people. Num Adonai Yahweh, a declaration of Adonai Yahweh. Mohadane tzedek, wehefat tzedek, wevat tzedek, Yahyelachem. Righteous balance, or balances of righteousness, and an ephah of righteousness, and a bath of righteousness shall be for you. Ha'ephah w'habat token ehad yehyeh. The ephah and the bath, one measure it shall be. Lashet ma'ashar ha'homer habat, to lift up, to bear the 10th of the chomer, the bat. The bath is to bear a tenth of the chomer. Wa'ashirit ha-chomer ha-ephah. And the ephah is a tenth of the chomer. El ha-chomer yihye matakun to. To the chomer shall be its measure. W'ha-thekel esharim gerah. And the thekel, the shekel, 20 gerah. Esharim thekalim chamisha ve'esharim thekalim ashara wachamisha thekel. 20 thekalim, 5 and 10 thekalim, 10 20 thekalim, 5 and 20 thekalim, 10 and 5 thekalim, 10 and 5 thekel. Hamana yihyelakum. The maneh shall be for you. So the maneh shall be a total of 60 thekalim, shekalim. Very good. Though the hatruma atratarimu. This is the heave offering which ye shall heave. Shithit haefa mechomer hahittim. A 60th of an ephah from a chomer of the wheat. Shithittim haefa. And their 6th of the ephah mechomer hashorim, from the chomer of barley. Did I say a 6th? A 6th of the ephah from a chomer of the wheat, and a 6th of the ephah from the chomer of the barley. Wahok hashemen habat hashemen ma'ashar habat min hakor. And the statute of the oil, or the measured portion of the oil, the bat of the oil, the 10th of the bat from the core. Asharat habati machomer. 10 baths is a chomer. Ki asharat habati machomer, because 10 baths are a chomer. Washa ehad min hathon min hamahatayim. And one sheep, one lamb from the flock, from 200. Mimashake Yisrael, from the well-watered of Yisrael. Leminha ul'ola u'lishalamim, for a grain offering and for an ascending offering and for peace offerings. Lechaper alehem nehum Adonai, to atone for them. A declaration of Adonai. Kol ha'am ha'aretz yehiyu el hatruma hadot lanashi b'Yisrael. All the people of the land shall be toward this heave offering for the priest in Yisrael. Wa'al hanashi yihye ha'olot wa'haminha wa'hanesek b'hagim w'behodathim w'b'shabbatot b'kol mo'adei bet Yisrael. And upon the prince shall be the burnt offerings, that is the ascending offerings, and the grain offering, and the drink offering in the festivals and in the new moons and in the Shabbats, in all the appointed times of the house of Yisrael. Hu ya'asha et hatat وإت منها وإت علا وإت الشلاميم لكبر بعد بيت إسرائيل. He shall effectuate the sin offering and the grain offering and the ascending offering and the peace offerings to atone on behalf of the house of Yisrael. Kohamar Adonai Yahweh. Thus Adonai Yahweh hath said, Bariyashon be'ehad lahodeth tiqah par ben bakar tamim. وحتيتي وحتيتا etahamikdash. In the first of the month, thou shalt take a bullock, the son of a bullock, a perfect one, without blemish, and thou shalt cleanse the sanctuary, the holy place. And the priest shall take from the blood of the sin offering, and he shall give to the doorpost of the house, and to the four corners of the ledge for the altar. And upon the doorpost of the gate of the inner court. And thus thou shalt effectuate in the 7 in the month. From the man erring, going astray, and from the simple. And ye shall atone for the house. In the first month, in the 14th day to the month, shall be for you the Pesach, the Passover, Hag, Shavuot Yamim, Matot Yehakel, a pilgrimage festival, a Hag, or feast. 7 days unleavened bread shall be eaten. Wa'asha hanashi bayom hahu ba'do uba'ad kol am harish par hatat. And the prince shall effectuate in that day on behalf of himself and on behalf of all the people of the land a bullock for a sin offering, a bullock of a sin offering. Shiva'at yemehe hag yasha ola leyahweh, shiva'at parim, shiva'at helim tamimim layom, shiva'at hayamim, wahatat she'ir izim layom. And the 7 days of the festival or feast pilgrimage festival, he shall effectuate an ascending offering to Yahweh, 7 bullocks and 7 rams, complete ones, per day or to the day. The 7 days, and a sin offering of a he goat, of the female goats, for the day. ومنها إفا لبر Wepa lahayil, Yasha, Wishemanahin lahepa, and a grain offering of an ephah for a bullock, and an ephah for a ram he shall effectuate, and oil of a hin for an ephah, for the ephah. Bashabi'i Bachamisha Ashar Yom Lahoret Behag Yasha Kaele Shiva at Hayamim Kahat Kahatat Kaola Wikaminaha Wikashaman. And in the 7th, in the 15th day to the month, in the festival, the pilgrimage festival, he shall effectuate like these the 7 days. And like the sin offering, like the ascending offering, and like the grain offering, and like the oil. And here you see that there shall be offerings in the future, including sin offerings for Israel in the land, in the sanctuary that shall be made. This is all part of God's big plan. So how say people that the law is done away with? These things are not being effectuated at the present time. There is no sanctuary at the present time. Also, these things are not required for a man to come into the heavenly holies, holy of holies, the heavenly one, through the blood of Yeshua. But these things are required for God to dwell in the land in the special way that he dwelt in Israel in that sanctuary, and they will be required again for the same purpose.